This is like my third time here at the Improv in Ontario, so I'll fuck with what y'all got going on. You got this mall out here where the teenagers just run around, do whatever they want. It's like a daycare for y'all out here. You just drop your kids off at the mall, let them rob people in front of the Nike store. It's a good time. We need a curfew in this bitch, like.
We in here at the Green Room, Ontario Improv. Second time I've been here. Last time I was here with Zoltan for a one-nighter, which was sold out and a lot of fun. Back here with Kevin Herrera. That's gonna be me, Kev, and Nick Alex. Nick's gonna be featuring as always. I'm gonna be doing the host spot. 4 out of the 5 shows are sold out already. It's gonna be a fun weekend here in the IE. Roll with me, we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna be staying with my aunt for either all or part of the trip. Gonna find out if I might be getting a hotel. We love when we get a hotel on the road, but we'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
So the fellas just got here, and Nick is real focused on one thing and one thing only. It's getting the Knicks off his phone and onto this fucking TV. I've never seen a person legit log in. The balls on this guy.
You don't give a fuck about sports either?
No, I give a fuck about sports. I care more about my password security. I'm gonna have to remind you to log out by the end of the trip.
Make me feel like I'm making a mistake. I don't even know if I'm gonna know this.
Kev is clearly, he's opened cans in his lifetime. I'm gonna vote.
Bro, what is that?
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that was what it was.
What is that?
I don't know what. San Diego thugs are different, bro. The thugs in San Diego, like, they'll kill you, but they got a soul and a spirit too, you know? They grow up by the beach, that salt water touch their body, you know what I mean? Just it do something to them. I can tell in the IE, y'all got different thugs, because y'all don't be seeing the ocean enough. I can tell in the IE, you go into the wrong backyard, you just end up airbrushed on a t-shirt. Yeah. You end up in a rap song, you know what I'm saying? It's a good one too. Now your cousins gotta dance to it while you're dead and shit. Like, hey, I hate to be dying, but this shit go crazy, man.
Night 1 in Ontario is a wrap. Just got out of the club. Huge shout outs to Kev for having me. Man, the early show, I did not have a great set. I was very unhappy with it. I just couldn't get in the pocket, and I personally feel like it made the show start kind of slow because of me, and then Nick warmed it back up. They were a little tired for an early crowd, obviously. Like, it was probably worked all day or whatever, but I just didn't feel like I did my part necessarily. So I was happy that in the end we did rectify that on the second show. I changed my set list a little bit on the late show, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the set list I'm gonna kind of work off of the most. Just had to read the room, what the crowd was gonna be like. This is the second time I've performed here in Ontario. Obviously a lot of people from the IE, there's a lot of Mexican folk. Last time I performed here I was with Zoltan, so a different crowd. Like when I performed here with Zoltan, it was definitely a way more Latino crowd than I think is normal at like one of Zoltan's shows, but this was like the whole crowd. And the early show, I think they were a little bit, I don't want to say older, but they were like probably in their 40s, 50s almost, and some of them just wasn't really going with me on the material I was working out. So fixed it on the late show, very happy about that. I think I kind of got the flow of where I'm gonna go to really lock in with this group to make sure the shows go great. So first show, it was still a fun show, still went good. I just don't feel like I started things off well. Second show, I felt much better about my set. Crowd was great, had a lot of energy. Yeah, so now I'm gonna get in my car and I'm gonna drive about 40 minutes to my aunt's house in the Pasadena area. That's where I'm gonna stay while I'm doing these shows in Ontario, so I don't have to drive back and forth to San Diego. As y'all know, sometimes when I'm doing these gigs, I take the opportunity to host. It's not really in Kev's budget to have me get a hotel room, right? He's already paying for Mikey, who is his cameraman, editor, videographer. Mikey's gotta get a space. Nick's on the road all the time, so Nick's got to have a space, so it's not easy to have a host added to that. So to make these work and to make sure I can secure the spot and get the whole weekend of work, I got to figure out housing. Instead, rather than pay out of pocket, I got family close enough that this one works. So I'm gonna stay with my Aunt Karina. I'm excited to see her. I don't get to see her often, And yeah, man, we're gonna do a little reflecting on the show and get ready for tomorrow. 2 more shows tomorrow. Both shows tomorrow is sold out. Both shows tonight sold out. Sunday still has some tickets. Hopefully Sunday will sell out too. So yeah, a little weekend in Pasadena / in the IE as well. This is the part of the video where I'm standing in the parking lot in Ontario at the mall. And I want to ask you to please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, do all the algorithm things. I'm trying to get these vlogs back on track. I'm sorry they've been a little up and down as far as consistency, but I'm gonna keep working on it. I'm always trying. The main thing is we keep getting them out as often as we can, and we keep grinding and keep working and getting better. But I appreciate every single one of y'all who are subscribed. We're up to 230 subscribers. Let's enjoy the rest of this vlog. I don't know which number it is because a lot of this is getting jumbled together, but appreciate y'all. Getting treated good. Got a burrito. Laker game is on outside of my aunt's crib. Look at that. Being treated very nicely. Yep. Live from my aunt's backyard. It's nice. My aunt's got a really nice crib, really nice backyard. Love my Aunt Karina. She's good people's. She is the American dream. Self-made woman. No handouts. And I'm glad that this weekend of shows is close enough that I can come stay with her. Saves me from driving back and forth to San Diego, and it allows me to still do these shows and not lose any money as far as housing goes. So I'm excited about that. Got the house to myself for a couple minutes because the fam, my little cousin is out at the movies with a friend, and my aunt and my uncle are at Costco because we're having a brunch tomorrow with some of her friends. I don't think I'll pull the camera out during brunch because it's a little intrusive. People are trying to enjoy themselves and have a meal. I want to stick my camera in nobody's face, but yeah, it's currently 3:40. I'm gonna go to the show around 5-ish to hit the road. It's gonna take me like a little over an hour, I think, to get to Ontario today because of traffic. So just enjoying a little soda pop, a little Coke Zero. Yeah, man, just peaceful vibes back here. Let's go for a little walk through the backyard, catch the Zen vibes. You feel me? Let's do a little walk. I'm excited for the shows tonight. I'm excited to work out with the set list that I had from yesterday's late show. I felt like that one jived a lot better with the audience, so I think we're gonna do that. Been learning a lot. You know, I get stuck sometimes in these spaces where I'm working on like a new joke or a story and I'm trying to figure it out, and sometimes I get a little too tied to that premise or that idea, and I feel like I got to keep working it out. And to see if it works well, I'll put it in different spots. So sometimes I'll open with it, and it just wasn't really vibing with this audience. I wasn't getting the pops in the spots I needed. So we're kind of focusing on like, this is what's my job for these shows. My job for these shows is to open the show, to get the feature on stage with a warm crowd so that by the time Kev gets on stage as the headliner, the audience is ready to rock and they're excited. So I just got to do my job, and sometimes your job is to just hit it, man. You got to do the shit that works. You got to be funny, be consistent. And so I got 12 minutes on stage. I'm trying to make sure that 12 minutes is enjoyable for everybody, but also that I set the tone that we're going to have a fun night and that we're going to have a great time. So that's the goal, man. 2 more shows, both sold out. Tomorrow night, I think my aunt's gonna come to the show. I gotta get her some tickets, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about the opportunities that are to come. Yeah, very grateful for my family. This is a couple of different trips where obviously I've gone on the road for comedy, and the fact that my family is in those cities has allowed me to not take a big L or, you know, have to press the headliner to do more than they maybe can financially. You know, whether it was my Aunt Dora when I was in Houston back in October, or my cousin Pedro when I was staying with him in Fort Lauderdale for those shows in South Florida, or here in Pasadena, my aunt. Like, having those folks who just support me and let me do that are cool. Same thing when I went to Rhode Island last year to do Rogue Island Festival, and I stayed with my parents. Just opportunities like that where I can just make it work for now. Someday I'm gonna have everything paid for, man. That's one thing I promise you. Someday we're gonna get it all right. I'm gonna be headlining, be selling out shows. I'm gonna have the bread to pay for my openers to come with me, and we're gonna live it. We're gonna do that whole thing, man. But until then, we're not gonna be dumb, you know? So, gonna get ready for the show soon. Head on out to Ontario. Appreciate y'all rolling with me, and let's make it happen, people. Superstar! How much money for that coffee this morning is my question.
A lot of money, bro.
Yeah? How many orange juices did you get is the real question.
That's honestly the best orange juice on the
Big
planet.
money, big money, big money. Look at this. Real cameras. Nick's there, real comedians. Beautiful.
Everything gotta be spicy with y'all? The fruit gotta be spicy? I just can't get fruit. Y'all ain't never had mangoes without just y'all. Every fruit y'all just salt and every spice y'all got. Spicy as fuck, bro. The candy, who asked for that? The candy spicy? Y'all fucked me up. It's not even in a real wrapper, it's just in a Ziploc. What are we doing? There's fentanyl in this? You selling drugs, Papa? What are you doing? Shit is different, bro.
Ontario, it's my time, man. Thank y'all so much.
My other cousins fucked up even worse, bringing home white girls and shit. Don't even know what they're getting these white girls into. These poor Sarahs at the cookout, they don't even know. Getting judged by all my tias just because they're not making them a plate or whatever, you know? He's standing by the food making a plate, all your tias are in the back like, ay, mírala, 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 she hasn't touched a fucking plate! Se jodió! You know what I mean? Be at your fucking wedding, this bitch finally makes a plate, you're like, oh, now she learned, huh? Now she learned.
Come on, Tia, do a better job. Come on, do a better job. Carter's still standing after brunch. He came to a show. What a guy. Karina taking pictures of people. Who knows if they were even usable? I don't know. Karina was getting multiple angles. That's it, guys.
You're gonna make the vlog.
You're gonna make the vlog, Titi. This is the mall I was stressed about getting robbed in. Every time I